you guys, yeah, we got one to go. One to go, white flag.
One to go coming this time.
White flag this time by, and Lee out front. Scala in second, running up front, the 51 and the 5. Gonna battle it out to the 500. Oh, Scala does get loose, but Dustin Lee is still gonna need help.
Shady coming heavy, coming back.
Block Scala.
Dustin Lee out front. Here comes Scala, but the outside lane making moves, and they go to the inside. That is a 26. Oh my mama! That is Robert Cheney taking over the lead. Brizik on the outside. They touch coming down the back stretch, coming through 3 and 4. What the hell's gonna happen? Oh man! 3 wide, 4 wall. They spin. They spin it. Oh, Dustin Lee's gonna take the checkered flag and win the race. Scala in second. Oh my! Holy hell! Oh, what a finish! Oh my God! Wow! Dustin Lee, alternate driver number 1, comes home with the checkered flag. He had his bags packed. He was ready for the airport. He takes the checkered flag at the NORDTONA 500 and wins the race. Oh my, let's take a look at that last race.
Pre-tested all of you.
None of the top 10 drivers, do not leave. I'm going to interview all of you. Let's take a look at that amazing finish. Oh my.
51. Elmer, I saw you coming, but I didn't want to wreck you.
What the hell just happened, boys? That was insane. That finish was absolutely amazing. What a way to finish it out here after 2 weeks of BS and everything else. Let's take a look at the very last lap here at Daytona Speedway. Excuse me, pardon me, I've been drinking.
Scala get out of that?
I don't know, but here is the last lap. They're going to hit the stripe this time by Lee is out front, and Scala, he loses a draft right there. He gets a little loose coming out, and let's take a look here. Here is the last lap of the race. Dustin Lee out front, and here comes Chris Scala, but on the outside is Motor in the number 26. And the 91, the 26 of Robert Cheney, the 91 of Brizik, split Lee and Scala, and 3 wide down the back stretch. They're all spread out, and oh my Lord, Cheney and the 26, the 91, they touch right there. Scala gets behind the 51, goes to the outside, 26 down low, 3 wide coming through 3 and 4. 26 comes back up. He gets hit by the 91. Scala gets into him, and Lee is gonna win it. Oh my! Dustin Lee in first, Chris Scala in second, and it doesn't even look like those other 2 guys are even gonna finish. Wow! Ryan Newman and who finishes third? We need to take a look. Third place, Kevin Linden in the 84. Ryan Newman in 4th. Robert Cheney in 5th. Wow, what an amazing finish to the end of this race. Oh, my. Oh, what do you guys have to say? I got to shut up before I have a heart attack.
That was amazing. That was one of the best finish I've seen in a long time. I have to say, that was the best one I've ever seen, period. Dustin, Chris, all them guys, but hats off to Dustin. That was awesome.
He kept his composure through that whole ordeal and kept on the outside, and where he was clean and safe, he did great.
Let's go on board with Dustin right now in the number 51 in the in first position on lap 199. Here he comes. He's in first position. Being pushed by Chris Galla in the number 5, coming through 1 and 2, coming up on slower traffic. And they're going to get, the slower traffic does pull way out of the way. And Scala thinks about getting around him. He doesn't have the run. They come through 3 and 4, but here comes Cheney and Brizik. They're in the 91, and they are moving. This is lap 199. Crackheads on crack. Here, let's fast forward through this shit. There we go. Here's the last lap. Coming down the backstretch, they touch. The 26 and the 91 touch it. They touch, and they go low. The 51 and the 5 go high. Oh, my. I just had 4 Nordgasms in a row. Multiple Nordgasms. And there they spin. And Lee just cool, calm, and collected. Gonna take the win. The 5 in second. And the 91's on his roof. Let's go on board with the 91 for one more look at the replay as the driver's getting out of their cars right now. I want to go on board with the 91. Oh, man, I couldn't have asked for a better finish to that. Wow, I'm almost crying. I'm so freaking happy. That was so freaking cool. On board with Brizik on the last lap. Brizik running in 4th position, right behind the leaders. Here we go. There he goes. Brizik actually takes the lead for a second. There's a little touch right there with his drafting partner, duking it out to the end. And they thought they had it in the bag, guys. Right there, they thought they had it in the bag. And Brizik gonna go on his roof, and he stops right there. Vomit in the helmet, everything. It's just all dripping down. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let you guys talk here as we watch the replay one more time.
These guys are talking about this race. They'll be talking about this for a week. The ending of this race has probably been the best ending of all these past 2 weeks that we've seen. You know, we've all seen the ending under caution has plagued us something fierce these last 2 weeks. And for this to end under green, this is just, I got tears coming down my cheeks. I'm so happy about it.
Unbelievable finish at the NORDTONA 500. Wow, I just, all the flack everybody took, that ending, that last lap right there was worth it.
In Nord, there ain't one fan leaving yet. They're all waiting for Dustin to do
Everybody's
his
standing
burnout.
on their feet. They want to hear from the winners. We'll get to them in just a second. I hope nobody leaves the race. We want to talk to the top 10. Wow. Holy shit balls, I am spent. Good night, nurse. Tip your waitress. Hey, Monique, come here. Let me smack your ass, bitch.
Awesome race.
Looking
awesome
at it
race.
in slow-mo, the 26 and the 91 coming out of 4, thinking they have it, but they don't. Just unbelievable finish. Let's get a real good shot. Let's go on board with Scala, number 1, who finished in 2nd. Let's go on board with Chris Scala right now. And Barger, there, he's going to finish 14th. Let's go on board with Scala here for the last lap here. Look at this going on, boys. 3 wide in front of Scala. Scala says, nope, I'm going to pick up Dustin Lee, and this is my man, and he sticks with him.
Absolutely amazing driving by all four of those guys right there.
And Lee able to take out the win. Scala comes home second. Top two. Well, let's see. Let's take a look at the finish. 1, 2, top two. Norgard TV iRacing League drivers. Good job, you boys. And Linden in third. Ryan Newman in fourth. Cheney in fifth. Brizik, another Norgard TV driver, as well as Malone, 6th, 7th. Swindell, you got to give credit to Big Dave for finishing 8th. He's going to come one lap down. 5 cars on the lead lap there toward the end after green flag pit stops. A lot of guys figuring, gentlemen up here in the booth, a lot of guys figuring that they were going to have at least one more caution.
Yeah, I think you're right. You know, what we've seen all these past 2 weeks, Nord, is coming to that green flag, or that checkered flag, excuse me. It's just what we've seen. That's textbook maneuvering right there, that all 4 of those, they knew they only had one more lap to go, and they were battling it, and they did it absolutely great, right down to the checkered flag.
I cannot believe the ending of this race. I wouldn't have even been able to script this to happen right here. This was one of the most exciting things I've ever seen on iRacing, and 100 people saw it. 107 people saw it.
That's great. And folks, you all seen it on NORDTONA TV. Just remember that.
Scala gets a little loose behind Lee there, and he's not going to have anything for Lee at the end, and Lee's going to take it. But man, coming out of three, or it's going into 3 right here, with Brizik and Cheney right there in the 26. Just these guys did such a great job. Wow. All right, I'm getting official word, 109 viewers. That is a NORDTONA TV record by far. I don't know how we're ever going to break that.
Maybe next year for NORDTONA 500?
Well, or maybe for the NORDCOLA 600, maybe at Charlotte.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, now.
The NORDCOLA 600.
Unbelievable finish. Let's get a word down with our winner now as he's climbed out of his car. Dustin Lee in the number 51 alternate. The number 1 alternate, and I bet you Ariati, if he ever sees this video, he is going to kick himself in the ass. Because he was a second alternate. Let's take a look right now. Let's somebody pull Dustin Lee down into this chat right now, please. I don't want to go through race chat, but I do want to talk to the top 10. Top 10 drivers, don't leave. We're going over the replays, and we want to talk to you live. Top 10 drivers, do not leave. Dustin Lee in the chat here, buddy.
He's in here with us.
Dustin Lee, holy hell. What the hell? Take us through that last lap, man. You lost it, you won it, you lost it again. 3, almost 4 wide. Take us through that last lap, Dustin.
Yeah, that was one whale of a lap there. Chris caught the apron, got loose, and I thought it was over with then because I was just like a sitting duck out there. But 1 to 2 guys passed me, and they got to fighting each other and bumping off each other. I seen a hole to the outside, got a push there from Chris, and just so happened nobody threw the block up there. Everything was clean and come out with the win. But I owe a lot to Chris Scala. He pushed me the whole race. We worked together
User left your
all the way
channel.
from the start. So I owe him a big thanks.
Well, I'm going to ask you one more question, Dustin, and then I'm going to let the other broadcasters ask you questions because we've never had that. That'll be in NORDTONA TV first, being that the other broadcasters can actually be heard.
User was moved to your channel.
As we watch
User
you do
joined your
donuts
channel.
here at the start-finish line. Dustin, how are you feeling right now? How is your heart rate? Are you shaking? And who the hell do you have to thank here tonight?
Yeah, well, across the line, I was out of breath. I mean, it was a hard-fought race. I didn't know what to do on that last lap or anything. I had a parents and a girlfriend here cheering me on. I'd like to thank all of them, and just everybody for a great race, and for you for hosting and everything you did this whole speed week.
I think Nord muted himself.
Can't hear you, Nord.
You muted yourself or something.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, the other broadcasters would like to talk to you and ask you a couple questions. So Earl and everybody else get ask Dustin, our winner, what you want to ask him.
So Dustin, how was those last few laps? Was it loose? How was your tire wear?
Well, I'd been probably about, I guess, last 100 laps on the set of tires. It felt pretty good. I mean, power really isn't too much of an issue here at Daytona, but I mean, it was sliding a little, but you know, it was still fast. It was about as, you know, it wore about as much as everybody else's, I guess.
When you and Chris were running so good together there, Dustin, did you think maybe Chris had something for you coming out of turn 4, coming to the checkered flag, and maybe he'd try to get by you on the outside?
Yeah, we were actually talking about that. We had a similar finish in the trucks coming at the night race here at Daytona, and you know, I came out on top of that one by inches over him, and we were sitting there. We're actually talking about it, and yeah, I was worried he was going to get me. We were trying to pull away so it would be just between me and him, but you know, it really didn't end up that way in the end. But you know, it was awesome working with someone the whole race, having a plan laid out and everything else, and seeing it come good.
Well, I guess the last question I have is, what do you want printed on for your name on this trophy? Do you want Dustin Lee or do you want Dustin you?
I'll do Dustin Lee, I guess.
All right. Well, congratulations, man.
Congratulations
out there, and good job.
Yeah, man, good job. Congratulations, and Earl, be sure to put his number on there, number 51 as well. Yeah, Dustin, just one last thing, man. You're gonna celebrate. You head down to Victory Road, Victory Lane right now. You get to hang out with all the beautiful women that I have imported from all over the world to hang out here. Who do you have to thank? And you know, just what are you gonna do between now and Wednesday to get ready for the start of your season here?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank my mom and my dad and my girlfriend. They were all cheering me on here. And I guess I'm probably just going to relax a little, try to recuperate from this long race, and hopefully get in a couple of races with you guys to practice a little bit for coming up Wednesday.
Well, you know where we're racing Wednesday, right? It's Daytona.
Oh, brother.
Hey, that sounds good to me.
Well, I got news for you. I haven't been down on the track for a couple weeks, but if I see you in front of me, I'm going to get right behind your bumper, and I'm going to push like nobody's ever pushed you before. But believe me, on the last lap, you're not going to finish ahead of me, brother. But enjoy this. This was a long time coming. You were actually an alternate to get in this race. We've heard you all week talk about, man, I'm the first alternate, I'm the first alternate, I'm the first alternate. And the alternate wins the race. And Dustin, congratulations on your win and getting into the race. And, you know, again, you are the king of defying iRacing physics. You didn't do it tonight. You kept all 4 tires on the ground tonight. And you come home with the win. What do you have to say? We hit a record high of 109 viewers. 109 viewers tonight. What do you have to say to all the fans out there tonight?
I hope everybody enjoyed the show, and I mean 109 viewers. I hope that means that NORDTONA TV is around to stay. And once again, I also like to thank you guys, you, NORDTONA, Earl, all the admins, everybody that helped put this on, because it was a blast. It really was.
All right, Dustin, get down there and I'm sorry, go.
I was just going to ask him one more thing, if you don't mind, Nord. Dustin, when you popped into TeamSpeak earlier, you were on your phone, on your way home, telling us that you were hoping, wanting to know if all the drivers showed up, were you going to be able to make it in the race? Did you ever think that you would be able to get in and win this thing, all at the same, within an hour?
No, never. It was on my mind the whole time. Went into work this morning. I was thinking about it. And, I was just hoping that I would get the opportunity to get in. I hate that someone lost their spot and everything else because they didn't show up. But I think I made it worth the while. That's for sure.
Well, congratulations, Dustin.
Yes, congratulations, Dustin. We are happy, very happy for you here at NORDTONA TV. Congratulations to you. Spray the champagne, shoot it up, do whatever you need to do tonight. Smack your girlfriend on the ass for me. And enjoy this moment, because it's not going to happen again for another 365 days.
And I will see you all there.
All right. Thank you, Dustin. Congratulations on your win. I want to talk to the number
another special guest in here, the second place.
All right, I want to talk to the second place finisher, Chris Scala, in the number 5. Scala, holy hell, what a finish. You were done, then you were in it, then you were done, then you were done, then you were in it, and then you were done. You rode in the back all night long. We didn't speak much of you all night long, but that was your strategy. I talked to you beforehand, and that was your strategy, to stay way in the back. Take us through about the last 2 laps of that race there, brother.
All right. Well, that was a good race. Obviously, thanks to all the fans for watching and enjoying the race. I heard about the viewer number. That's pretty cool. So, last 2 laps, basically just pushing Dustin, and I'm not going to call anyone out in particular or anything, but there was a lap car in the backstretch that we had to pass, and he was kind of in the middle of the track, and we saw him. I kind of backed off of Dustin, and I had to get back reattached to Dustin in 3 and 4, and that's when I got loose on the apron trying to get back to him. So I'm not going to blame him for that, but it is what it is. With that said, we lost momentum. The 2 behind us caught us, got past us, and then after that it was just like, well, I guess I need to push Dustin more, and then I pushed him, got him to the front, and I saw an opening at the bottom coming to the line. I took it, and obviously they wadded up, and somehow I went through the 2 cars and got the second. So it's a disappointing but happy second place. Congrats to Dustin. I was glad to work with him throughout the race. Even Brizik worked with him a little bit during the race. So fun race, had a great time, and I want to thank everyone in the Strickland Propane Chevy.
All right, Earl, it's all you, man. Whatever you want to ask Chris, go ahead. I think Earl is fondling the Las Vegas chicks that I brought in here. So, Rudy, what you got? Rudy, what you got?
Chris, I just wanted to ask you, did you think that maybe you might have a chance to pull that off and get that away from Dustin?
Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think I had a chance. I had made some pretty interesting moves towards in the middle of the run there when I was at the back of that line we were in. And I was able, it seemed like, to get to the right rear quarter of the cars, and they would slow up and I'd get a slingshot off of them. And that was kind of my goal in the end. I was going to try to get to 4 or get to maybe the end of the backstretch or even out of 4 and try to get that same slingshot. But this is what the racing gods put us in, and that's what we had to do. So unfortunately, wasn't able to pull that move off, and here we are.
Awesome job, brother. Awesome job. You said you were going to come from the back, and man, I'll tell you, you made us all believers of coming from the back.
No, I appreciate it. It's just kind of watching just how the practices were going and how some of the qualifying races were going. It just seemed like it could potentially be a wreck fest. And I mean, the first obviously 100 laps was pretty good. I mean, there were green flag runs left and right, and then obviously that last 100 there was not many cars left from wrecks, but it just worked out. I mean, James Wilms and I talked last night, and he said to me after the practice race, you might have to be in the pack if you want a chance to win it. And I, slept on that thought and thought about it. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stick to what got me in this race, and that was staying in the back and going to the front.
Well, congratulations, buddy. Yeah,
thanks.
Great race.
Did
Thank
Earl take off? Earl, you still there?
No, all these beers, I had to go run to the little girl's room. I apologize.
Well, I've done that
Chris,
like 8
I
times.
don't really,
Earl,
I don't really have any questions for him, but I do have to say, great job, Chris. I seen you pull off the same strategy in the heat races. It worked out great for you then, and I thought it was going to pull you off here. I was wondering what was going to happen there on the last lap. Were you actually going to be able to get around Dustin, and were we going to have a 4-wide finish? But to both you and Dustin, I just say, good job. Y'all made that finish really worth all the work that was put in us.
Yeah, 10-4, and big thanks to all you guys. Obviously, I know you've heard that probably 1,000 times the last 2 weeks, but every one of you guys did a great job. All the admins, great job, and this is definitely fun. And I think I told Nord this earlier this week on TeamSpeak. I said, hey, Nord, I think you created a monster, and I mean that in the right way, and I think today proved it.
well, Chris, you didn't come across the stripe first. You came across you're the bridesmaid again. You yourself have, raced me very hard at this joint, and, hey, keep your head up, buddy, because, without you, Dustin wouldn't have won, and you definitely are a very, very good supportive driver here at NORDTONA TV, and I am honored to be racing next to you.
10-4, appreciate that, Norgar, and other than that, thanks again, and it was a good race, guys. Everybody had fun.
All right, thank you very much, Chris, and congratulations on your second place finish. Do we have the third place driver anywhere in TeamSpeak? I'll go down on the track if we do not.
I do not believe Lyndon's in here. We have Newman in here, but Lyndon's on the track.
All right, Lyndon's still on the track. Let's get to Kevin. Kevin Linden, this is Norgar in the booth. You got a copy, brother?
Yeah, I got the booth there. How's it going?
Wow, what a finish. You, Brizik, Scala, and Lee there at the end. Man, take us through the last 2 laps of your race, baby.
Well, it was interesting. I mean, we went in for the green flag pit stop, and then I kind of messed up a little bit there because I sped going into the pit, so I had to give the time back and took 4 tires instead of 2. But hooked up with Ryan there, and it was shocking. We managed to run down the leaders. We're running good.
Well, you finished third. A few more laps, and you probably would have caught the main group there. Take us through the course of the 500. The racing out there, the give and take, the patience. What we saw up here was a great race. You come home third there. You didn't get the checkered flag, but how was your race overall? I mean, what would you do different?
Oh, the race started off really strong, but on that first caution there, my teammate, he got wrecked out. He got caught up when everybody checked up, panicky kind of deal, and that wrecked him out of the race. But then I was kind of by myself, and I got a little bit of damage on the right there. But I mean, the give and take was pretty good, but I saw some people getting a little antsy up at the front kind of deal. They need a little bit more patience.
Well, we set all kinds of records here tonight on NORDTONA TV, and there were a lot of viewers watching you guys tonight. All of iRacing was on all of you tonight. And I'm proud of every single one of the drivers. You come home third. You didn't get the win, but let me ask you a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much freaking fun did you have during the course of Speed Weeks and here at the 500?
Oh, this has been probably the ultimate when it comes to iRacing. I mean, just to start off with racing in through the Speed Weeks where you had to earn your way in and just instead of connecting, and then the race was just a blast. I mean, it's been an ultimate event.
All right, 84. Well, thanks for talking to us up in the booth. Anybody you want to thank out live now on NORDGAR TV? A lot of viewers leaving to get into their cars to try to get home. Anybody you want to thank here while we still do have a lot of viewers watching you guys?
Yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to my buddy Ben. It's a shame he didn't make it much past 20 odd and he had too much damage. Russell Clausen was man at a race tonight, but his grandmother went in the hospital, so we'll put our prayers out for her, make sure she has a speedy recovery, or he would have been here too.
Absolutely, 84. Congratulations on your third place finish. And, hope to see you in future NORDGAR TV events.
Oh, yes, you're going to see me in the future. This has been a great event. It's been well organized, very strict on the rules and stuff, and I really liked it.
All right, thank you, 84. Ryan Newman in the number 12, finishing in 4th. That's his NORDGAR in the booth. You got a copy?
I read you.
Ryan, you were up front, you were in the back, you were in the middle, you were up front, you were in the middle, you were in the back. Blah, 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 blah. How was your race? Tell me what's on your mind right now, finishing 4th.
Yeah, that about sums it up. I took a little damage there on one of them wrecks, and it smashed my front end up, and the car just, after that, even though I got it all repaired, it just wouldn't quite suck back up in the draft, and I knew it was gonna be tough to win with it, but I stuck in there and ended up getting a 4th, so it didn't turn out too bad.
Well, you don't come home with the trophy, brother, but, I really need to ask, and you're the perfect person to ask, finishing in 4th, right up near the front. How was your car on the long run?
It ran pretty good. It just, that little bit of damage kind of messed me up, but I got lucky and dodged. I was able to weave through a lot of those wrecks that could have put me out of the race. But other than that, it ran pretty well. The drafting just didn't quite get me back up there when I needed it to.
Now, would you attribute that to the new build, or possibly, the damage that you did receive throughout the course of the race?
Yeah, it was that damage towards the beginning of the race. I think when I was running up towards the front in 6th or so, a guy I think blew the motor in front, and we all kind of stacked up there, and I slammed the guy in front of me pretty hard in the back, and it smashed my front end up, and after that I could tell that it wasn't running the same.
Well, you come home 4th, 500 miles at Daytona. How would you rate this experience on iRacing in general with the format and everything that was set up and all the speed weeks and everything else? How would you rate your overall performance of this event?
Yeah, I think it was good. It was a lot of fun racing with everybody, and it was great.
All right, Ryan, thank you very much, and congratulations on your 4th place finish, and hope to see you in a future NORDGAR TV event.
All right, thanks.
All right, let's talk to Robert Cheney. Any of these guys in TeamSpeak, bring them down so you guys can talk to them as well. Robert Cheney in 5th, is he in TeamSpeak right now?
No, only on the track.
All right, Robert Cheney there, number 26, NORDGAR in the booth. You got a copy?
Sure do.
I got to tell you, Robert, one of the most exciting finishes we've ever seen on NORDTONA TV. You didn't come home with the win. You come home with a 5th place finish. You were up front right there at the end. Take us through the last 2 laps of your race.
Well, I knew with about 2 to go, we needed, we had our cars cool off now. We needed to start pushing, and because I figured if we had it cool enough, we can get at least 2 laps out of it. But I know some lap cars kind of got in the way there and messed the 2 guys up there in front of us, and they broke apart. We kind of waited a little late to start pushing. But good thing the lap cars got in the way a little bit and messed them up because it brought us back up to them, and I finally got ahead of him. I got to thank the 91. He pushed me up there, and I dove down, had the lead coming off 4, but I saw the 51 and the 5. The 51 had a head of steam, and I could have went up there and been stupid and just straight blocked him. But I wasn't going to do that. I don't race like that. But hey, I finished 5th, but it felt like a win because that was awesome.
Hey man, I'm going to tell you right now from up here in the booth, don't feel stupid for anything you do. Last laps at Daytona, you do what you got to do to come home with the trophy. You do what you got to do to come home with the trophy, and just didn't pay off for you here tonight, but you do come home with a 5th place finish. You are a notable here at NORDTONA TV, and a very good run to you, man. Let me ask you this here, one last question, and then I'm going to let you go ahead and thank who you need to thank. What would you have done different on those last couple laps to bring home the trophy?
Probably had my partner closer to me and would have stayed a lot closer to the front 2 ahead of us. Because we kind of, like I said, if they didn't break apart, we wouldn't even have a shot. But, it's Daytona. It just got to work in your favor, and it didn't. But, like I said, it doesn't matter. It was awesome.
Well, I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a good experience here on NORDTONA TV. And, man, I got to tell you, there was 3 or 4 of us up in the booth watching the last few laps of this race. We had no idea who was going to win. We thought it was you, and then it flip-flopped all around. And you in the car had to be kind of sweating bullets there the last couple laps.
Oh, man, with about, I would say 2 to go, that's when it kicked in. The heart started racing, and we were coming down the backstretch to come to the checkered, and my right leg started like twitching, and it was getting, it was terrible. It started twitching really bad, but I held it down. But it happened.
Well, brother, go empty out that piss cup because a long race here tonight, and I hope to see you again here at a NORDTONA TV event sometime soon.
Oh, most definitely.
Anybody you want to thank before we move on to the next driver here real quick? Robert?
Well, I'd like to thank you and all the admins and everybody that had, NORDTONA TV, everybody had everything to do with this event. Cause, I'm probably going to run that iRacing one, but it ain't going to be like this.
All right, thank you very much, Robert, and we're going to head down to the next driver. Thank you. Congratulations on your 5th place finish. Jason Brizik, there in the 91. You got a copy? Or you know what? Brizik should be in chat. Bring him down here, please.
Hey, I'm here, Nord, on back in iRacing.
Are you in TeamSpeak?
I am not.
All right, you finished 6th. Tell me about the last 2 laps of that race.
I'll tell you what, with 2 laps to go, I was riding behind Robert, and like he said, we were a little bit separated because I had made a couple runs on the outside, hoping that maybe some lap cars would crash and I'd get a caution win. And so I stuck right behind him. We sucked up, like he said, Chris and Dustin got held up by lap traffic. I couldn't see anything. I just saw his tail. I knew it was 2 laps to go. I wasn't going to lift. And he said, hey, we're going outside. And then I saw, out of the corner of my eye, I saw Scala and Dustin. And I was like, oh, man, we got these guys. We got them. Well, we're going down the back stretch, and I was on the outside, and I don't know where Robert went. I think he went inside, and for a second I thought that Dustin and Chris had pinched Robert off, and I was just going to skate around the outside for an easy win. It was going into turn 4 where I saw Robert, and I started to try to pull back into him so that I could at least get a run on him. That's when I saw Dustin coming out to my outside. I did throw a little block, but not enough to, like, wreck him or nothing. And as soon as I saw that Dustin was going to get me on the outside and Robert was going to stay on me on the inside, I darted to the inside and just tried to make it 3 wide for the win. And I don't know what happened, but we crashed. But it was awesome. It's all I could ask for.
User was moved to your channel.
Let me ask you another question here, Jason. Have you ever tried to run 500 miles on iRacing before?
No, I just started the service in May of 2012. And I've never run a 500 ever. That was awesome.
Well, Jason, you're another new addition here to NORDTONA TV, and I look forward to whooping your ass every week. So get ready for Daytona again, because I'm gonna smoke you.
If you do what you did when you tried to push Earl out of anger, I'm not worried.
All right, well, fair enough, brother. But number 91, congratulations on your finish. There can only be one winner, but you come home with a great finish, and I'm proud of you, brother. Come home 6th. Anybody you want to thank here before we move on to Rob Malone in 7th?
I didn't even make it in. Gets it in on the alternate. Makes up the front. That's just awesome.
Anybody you want to thank here, buddy?
Yeah, I ran the main Performance PC logo just because they put me in a contest to win a PC. So, I didn't really have any sponsor affiliation. So I've been running them for a while. And I'd like to thank my wife and kids for putting up. They all took off because they knew they'd be sucking up my bandwidth and I would be yelling at them. So they're not here right now, but I want to thank them.
All right, congratulations, 91, on your 6th place finish. It's just a feat in itself to finish 500 miles, so good job, Jason.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to any after race we do.
Yeah, well, any after race involves Nordgar being asleep, so keep looking.
10-4, I'll have to host one myself. Thank you for the host, Nordgar.
All right, I believe we have Rob
in chat.
We have Rob Malone in chat right now, and I'm going to let Earl and Rudy take care of this right now. Rob, let me just say before Rudy and Earl take care of you, and we're also waiting on Dave Swindell and Justin Gardner and Kevin O'Brien. Rudy and Earl, before Rob, congratulations. You come home 7th. You were kind of a quiet guy. You didn't say a whole lot throughout the course of the week. You didn't talk any crap. You weren't making any deals, and you come home 7th. Good job, buddy. How was your race?
Well, my race went pretty good. My internet connection dropped me, so I went down 3 laps, and I raced my ass off just to get back 1 down, and was hoping another caution would come out so I could get back on the lead lap. The 22 Android Chevy, we had a strong car this race, just like we did in the heat race, and things just didn't quite work out, but it was an awesome race. I enjoyed it and appreciate the opportunity to be able to race in.
Rob, if you would have got that lap back, do you think you would have had anything for them guys up there in the hunt?
Oh, no doubt about it. I was pushing Christopher Timpson. We were doing 25 laps, and I was pushing him up to the front. And yeah, I think we had something. Now whether we could have won it or not, I don't know. But like I said, my Android Chevy was good. We tweaked it just a little bit for the race, and it was good. It was good, and it was a good race.
Earl, you got anything?
No, not really. I just say good job, man. I'm sorry your internet fell out. iRacing has a lot of glitches.
Yeah, well, that's that's the way it is. I kind of felt bad for my teammate Dave Swindell. There at one point in the race, we were about 4 seconds behind the lead pack, and we got within about 1.5 seconds before there was an accident that took him out. Otherwise, the two of us may have had something for Dustin and Chris. And congratulations to Dustin. That's an awesome win on his part.
Well, congratulations to you, Rob. You coming home 7th place. That's quite a feat considering all you were through, and like you said, coming from, what did you say, 3 laps down?
Yep.
That's quite a feat. Getting 2 laps back at Daytona is that's quite a feat.
Yeah, it was good. I had a good car. Everything went good. Didn't make any mistakes. Just kind of watched. I started next to last, so I just kind of played that strategy, stay in the back, and then when it was time to go. But that never really happened. So, but it is what it is, and had a good time.
There's another one that come from the back of the pack.
Yep. Exactly, Rudy, and congratulations, Rob. And you didn't come home with the win, but a very strong showing here tonight on NORDTONA TV. So thank you. Anybody you want to thank before we move on to the next guy?
Yeah, I want to thank NORDTONA TV for putting this on. My teammates Dave Swindell and Mark Jackson, and my other F&D teammate who helped me supply me with my setup tonight was Sean White. But thank you. I really enjoyed the race.
Thank you, Rob, man, and hope to see you out real soon again, because we have many more events coming up.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right.
And Big Dave's in here.
Big Dave Swindell, driver of the #1 Coors Light Naked Lady Chevrolet, taking the pole tonight, finishing in 8th, 2 laps down. Big Dave, tell us about your race, brother.
Oh, man, it was a good one. Till about lap 87, but Rob and I kind of went to the back, kind of figured that something was going to happen with the 42. We were pinching really hard with 140 to go, so it was only a matter of time. But we thought we could lead through it, couldn't get through it, getting huge damage. 4 minutes required, and I think 9 minutes of optional. We got everything done except for about 5 minutes of it. Went back out and teamed up with some guys and came home in the top 10. Got to be really happy about that.
Earl and Rudy, all up to you, brothers.
Earl, you got anything?
Dave, what was your strategy there at the beginning? Had your partner there in crime, Mark Jackson, not got taken out, taking that early caution?
Well, what we had thought about in the beginning was we kind of wanted to get away from everybody. We knew that there were a couple cars that were towards the front that were going to be a problem and maybe cause a big one. So our strategy was to pit a little bit early, get off sync, and just run hard laps and hope it stayed green for 1 or 2 fuel loads. And then if that would have happened, we would have been well in front. But it didn't happen, and so we got back on the same sync as they did, and then away it went. But it was a great race. Congratulations to Dustin and Chris, and it was a heck of an event. And let me think, I think there were over 100 viewers.
We actually hit.
I'll be waiting for my check of the
I think we actually hit 109, Dave. So that is definitely a record. It was more than I expected, and man, Dave. Yeah, I was actually confused. Let me ask you a question here before we move on, and we let you thank your sponsors and everything. And I don't mean to overstep Earl, but I have another question. Is Dave? I'm sure it wasn't your strategy to almost go a lap down within the first 40 laps, was it?
No, I thought we could get in and out, and as long as we stayed in front of them a little bit and everything started cycling, it was going to be fine. And then Mark made a couple mistakes and let them guys kind of catch up with us a little bit. But no, the strategy there was get off that cycle. I knew that if you did it right, 2 cars can run faster than the pack could. So we could make up a huge amount of time if there were, say, 2 green fuel stops after we tried that. But I figured also it was early enough in the race, if something did mess up, we did go a lap down, that I'd be able to get the lap back somehow. And we did a good job even after we were wrecked, staying on the lead lap there. And I think if we could have had one more yellow and could have got more fixed, we could have been right up there. But hey, I got a hand to everybody. Did a great job, great race, and such a great event. All the NORDTONA TV guys, admins, everybody, whoever black flagged me, don't ever, you better not sleep tonight. Oh no, did I say that on the air? Oh, sorry about that.
Look out, Big Dave's on your you're on your tail end there, admin. So look out. Well, thank you very much, Dave, and congratulations, man. You just about a lap down. You do finish 2 laps down, but what a strong run for you to finish 8th, despite all the wrecks. I got to tell you, man, Dave, you're a class act, man. You are a class act, and you've helped all the NORDTONA TV members, for that matter, a whole lot the last, well, a few months now, and we thank you for that. So good job, buddy.
Well, thanks for what you guys all do, because it takes a massive task even to put this deal on here. As I'm watching my car go around with the front end all bent out, the wheel was over about 90 degrees as we were running that thing, but no, everyone did a heck of a job. Everyone. Admins, you got the toughest job in the land, and all the TV viewers and fans and stands, just unbelievable event. Great NORDTONA 500.
All right, Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And let's head to the 9th place driver, Gardner. Is he in the room, or do we got to?
Yes, he is.
All right.
In here.
Justin,
User disconnected from your channel.
Justin, I've been watching your Ma and Pa all week cheer you and your brother on. You were an alternate, is that correct, Justin?
Yeah, that's right.
You were an alternate. You get in the race. You were up there. You were leading laps. It looked for a while like you actually were going to get ready to check out on the rest of the field. You finished 9th. You received quite a bit of damage from one of the wrecks. But tell us about your race and what was going on inside that number 43.
Well, to be honest, I feel lucky that I just made the race. It looked like they were going to fill the field, so car's already on the trailer, and we were ready to just spot for Brandon. But then you guys told me that we had an opening, and I got in the car and came out. And car was real strong all race, and until about 1 lap 13, and we were on the outside, and 21 was pushing me, and the car just got loose going in the corner. I don't know if it's from me trying to come down because he cleared us, or it was just the entry of the corner or what, but it came loose, and I was turning right, but it was going left.
All right, Earl and Rudy, have at the kid.
Well, first off, Justin, what was your feeling when you found out we had an opening for an alternate?
Man, I was elated. I mean, because I had pretty much written off the race from last night because I saw everyone that showed up or was accounted for. So I was just figuring, just watching the race today. So I heard there was an opening. I was just ecstatic. I got the wheel hooked up and I was ready to go.
Well, way to hang in there. It was nice to see a young gun in there.
You probably felt a little bit kind of hurt maybe when your brother was taken out, but you come home in 9th place after your brother was taken out. That's quite amazing. What do you got to say about that? I mean, how's your brother feeling about this?
Yeah, he's bummed from that early wreck. That's just one of those racing deals. What can you do? But I'm excited about 9th place finish. I was glad I was able to fix the car up enough to run the rest of the laps, and glad to come home with 9th.
Yep. Yeah. You knew you were teamed up with a good guy with Justin pushing you, didn't you? Justin, he's a good pusher, isn't he?
Yeah, he was pushing me good for a while there, and just shame what happened, but it's racing.
Yep. So now are you going to use win against your brother as more smack talk?
I try to get every edge I can on him. He's actually a professional dirt track racer around here. He raced late model and pure stock, so anytime I can get a little on him, I rub it in.
Well, I dig to hear that, and tell your brother, man, getting into the heat race, that was awesome, and it's Daytona. Anything can happen, and to keep his head held high. And I hope you brothers team back up and come back out for another Norgar TV event.
Yep, thanks guys. It was a lot of fun, and we'll look forward to the future events.
All right, I want to talk to one more driver, and then we're going to do our little wrap-up here between all our broadcasters here. Kevin O'Brien. Is Kevin O'Brien in the chat right now?
No, he's not. I believe he's still
on the track.
All right, he's on the track.
Okay.
Kevin O'Brien. How you doing, buddy?
Sorry, bugged right now, but I'm heaps good. Thanks for asking.
Come home 10th. Tell us about your race there in the number 32.
Again, another average start there, like the mandatory race. I just dropped off the back and just kept on dropping back and just waited for each caution to come out. And during the race, do the usual pit stops, pick a partner and give them a bit of a hand, and hopefully they'll pay you back towards the end of the race. But yeah, it was just an average race and get about halfway and chance to
from your channel.
after I think it's the restart on lap 15, I dropped out off the servo and I've gone crap. But to come back in and bounce back up to the top 10 is a heaps good race for me. One of the partners I had towards the end was the 22 Wob, and both me and him pitted, and he got out of the pits before me and picked up the 24 and left me out the drive for the last 30 laps, but I just can't complain. I'm happy to finish the race and just looking for a couple of days off, have a rest, get stuck back into it in the Ride Tour event.
Well, man, you just ran 500 miles at Daytona. Let me ask you this. How exhausted are you?
Well, about 4 cans of Red Bulls answer it. I just need to get a couple of hours of sleep now, mate, and you got to remember I had to get up so early this morning to just get into this race, and well, I could not lose any sleep last night, so I'm a bit tired now, and I seriously need a rest.
Listen, man, I want you to hold your head up high. You represented Australia well, and here at Norgar TV, let me tell you what, you just gained a boatload of fans because there were a lot of people rooting for the Aussie, and you come home with a top 10 finish. You did a great job, and I appreciate you. I know the time difference is great, and I appreciate you being out here and representing Australia as well as you did tonight. Let me ask you one more question, and then I'm going to let you thank who you need to thank. What would you have done different here tonight in the NORDTONA 500 to possibly pull out a top 5 finish?
Pretty much pick up a partner straight away, and that's the one thing I didn't work on in the mandatory race, and luckily, Chris in number 5 finished second, and me and him were working together in the mandatory race yesterday, so it would have had to be a partner this time. I've got the setup, I've got the car was running heaps good. I just hate running on a super speedway with no partner.
Well, that's actually good advice, and you know, a lot of drivers will take that to bank next time. Who do you want to thank here out tonight? And Kevin, let me thank you as well. I love seeing other people from all over the world race, and I do have to tell you, we had a record high of 109 viewers tonight here at Norgar TV, and a whole bunch of them were cheering for you, the Aussie, out tonight. So who do you have to thank here tonight? And you know, I thank you personally for being out here.
Well, for starters, it will be you, Norgar TV, the admins, number 5 Chris, and 22 Rob, Michael Norris in the 54. It's a bit upset to see Dave Sindor be 2 laps down. Me and him have worked together a couple of times, but I want to say thanks to the supporters who believe in the Aussie to
in this race, and mate, I'm just happy to, like I said, finish it. And my major sponsor too, Red Bull. I don't know if you had the paint job up on yours for the race, but want to say thanks to them.
Absolutely, brother. I absolutely did, and we're looking at it right now. So thank you very much for coming out and sticking with us for the last 2 weeks. We hope to see you at another NORDGAR TV event very, very soon. Go get some sleep, brother. We know it's really, really, really late there in Australia, so thank you to you. You did a great job. Hold your head up high, and we'll see you at the next major event, hopefully.
Well, it's not actually late. It's just gone 11:30, mate. But 11:30 a.m. I should say, and yeah, I literally need to get some sleep.
Well, it's late when you haven't been to bed, brother. So go get some sleep, man, and congratulations on your top 10 at the NORDTONA 500. Good job, buddy.
Thank you. Goodbye, everyone, and I hope you've enjoyed watching the race.
All right, Earl, Rudy, let's do our wrap up here. Wow, what a race! I don't have any words. I'm freaking happy.
Yeah, that was an awesome race. It's an awesome turnout from the racing community and everybody's collaboration to get this all together and seeing thrown in.
Is Rudy still there?
I was really happy to see a NORDGAR
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry.
league member in the first place. So
Yeah, you deserve to be happy.
congratulations to
All
Dustin.
all the work that you all have put into this, this is the reward you got right here. And to me, to see you being happy makes me happy. You know, I was just totally blown away by that finish. That was, to me, that was the best finish I've ever seen in iRacing too.
Well, I would like to sum this up as it was a lot of hard work. It took a lot of money, and it took a lot of effort from multiple people. And right now, I would like to run over the names and lists of people who did help in this event. And if I forget anybody, guys, please tell me. But I would like to thank Earl Bland, you. I would like to thank Rudy Cummings. I would like to thank oh shit, my brain is dead. Sam Wilski, James Wilms, Dustin Lee. I would like to thank shit, who am I forgetting? Damn it.
Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve Bush. Steve Bush, who you don't hear from. I would like to thank Jordan. I would like to thank Mr. Beach for supporting us. He wasn't around a lot, but you know, he got the word out. I would like to thank all the NORDGAR TV League members. Man, guys, help me out. Who am I forgetting here? Jesus, I know I'm forgetting people.
Dave Swindell, Richard Schwent that helped fill in on admins when we were short-handed.
And your son, Aaron.
And yeah, Aaron helped out adminning when we were short-handed.
I know
all these guys did a great job.
There's so many people, and I don't want to forget anybody, and I should have wrote a list down, but yeah, all them guys, big instrumental parts of making this happen. And wow, what a race we just saw.
Yeah, definitely. Man, it's something you should be very, very proud of.
Kevin Kress, who's been on the admin duties. Sam Wilski, I don't think I said him yet. Justin Bolton for Eric Sable for being a pain in the ass. Who else? I would like to let's just do an overview here. You know, I don't mean to leave anybody out. Everybody in the NORDGAR TV League, in the NORDGAR TV community, the Facebook community, the Twitter community, the YouTube community, everybody who donated, especially everybody who donated to help us pay for this event, which was very, very expensive, by the way. And Earl, especially to you, Earl put, I would think Earl he got with me early on in this, and Earl, man, shit, this would have never happened without you, Earl. So thank you very, very much. And just everybody in the NORDGAR TV community who put this on and spread the word and we got 109 viewers tonight, guys. I mean, how amazing is that on a game that is dying? Okay, a game that is dying, that does not have more than 3,000 people on it at a time, and that's a dead game to me. And we really enjoy this game. We've been having a lot of fun, and we've also been having, you know, a huge influx of brand new people come to the community, and just what an absolute great turnout, and a big FU to all the trolls out there. And there's about 4 or 5 of you, and you know who you are, and we'll take care of you later. But big FU to the big trolls out there.
Yeah, thank you to all the fans and the viewers that have made NORDGAR TV, you know, the popularity that it is. The viewers, especially, all the input that they have given us, it's amazing, for lack of a better word.
Well, we're not perfect, guys, and we try to improve every single day we come out here on the track. But for myself, Rudy Cummings, and Earl Bland, this is NORDGAR, and we're going to get out of here. I hope you guys had a great time. We sure as hell did. And
yeah.
We're not sure what we're going to do with the 500 yet. I don't know where or when or how it'll be posted, but don't worry, tune into Facebook. We'll let you know on all that. But a lot of work needed to be done here post-race after all this has happened. I thank all, but you know what? The people that we forgot to thank here, guys, is all the viewers. With all the viewers out there in NORDGAR TV chat and on Twitch. And I've said this a million times, you NORDGAR TV viewers, hands down, bottom line, the best viewers on Twitch. Everybody else out there with 20, 30,000 viewers, guess what, guys?
They're all cheating. We did it legit.
So,
F you to those
people who make big bucks here at Twitch, cheating using bot programs and everything else. But we did it legit here tonight. I don't know if it's a record or not, but 109 viewers, I'm happy with that. But that may be an iRacing league, an iRacing viewer record. And you know what? I don't care whether it is or it isn't. But man, I am really, really tickled pink on how this turned out. All the flack, hate mail, and death threats that I've received over the last 2 weeks have been absolutely worth it to watch this race go down here. The NORDTONA 500, February 17, 2013. Wow, what a race we saw. And, man, I'm going to be signing off here. Rudy and Earl, anything else you want to add before we get out? Of here?
I just want to say personally, thank you, Nord, for bringing us all together so that we can bring this type of enjoyment to, not only to the iRacing but also to the viewers. Thank you, Nord.
And I second that, sir. But I'd like to say the next big race we have, let's shoot for 200 viewers.
All right, well, the viewers are begging to see the last lap of the race right now, and I'm going to try to bring it to them. Dustin Lee coming home with your win, and the number 51 alternate driver. Who would have thought that? Who would have put their money on an alternate driver, guys, to win this race? But Dustin defying all odds, able to bring out the win here, and I can't even find the damn last lap. There we go. There's lap 200. Dustin Lee. Last lap here. Dustin Lee bringing home the trophy, and we will get that trophy out to him, guys. We are going to have his name engraved on it, and hopefully Dustin will give us a little speech and story that we can post up and get posted up on the Facebook and possibly the iRacing community. I don't know how much of the iRacing community even cares that this went on, and you know what, it is what it is. But here's the last lap, the finish of the race here at Daytona Speedway, the inaugural NORDTONA 500 finish. Dustin Lee coming home with the win Oh my mama! And wow. Signing off for Rudy Cummings, Jordan Malish, and everybody else that was up here in the booth. Sam Wilski, Earl Bland. Wow, what an amazing finish. Thank you, all you viewers, for being so loyal and watching us here tonight. But we'll see more racing here in the next couple of days here live on NORGAR TV. Love you all. Thanks so much. We're out of here.